Hello, and welcome to Ascension Messages, Volume 1, Episode 1. So, I decided to do this in a podcast style. It allows me to focus on my throat chakra expression, and therefore also gives you a more throat chakra stimulating experience, and one of the areas that we as a collective need to work on is truly speaking our truth and truly listening to each other. The ears are also connected to the throat chakra. So honest communication, speaking from the heart. And so I was guided to do this series in this way as opposed to with the camera. I don't have much of an introduction for you. I am going to go into I don't know if I'll end up in full channel or in light channel. I will be shuffling some cards as the conversations progress. And each week I anticipate that, or each episode, I anticipate that a different galactic family member will come forward with their messages for us. But who knows? Perhaps a group would like to come back and speak more. But so this week, I will be focusing on conversation with Lyran beings and what they would like to share for this time of year that many of us consider a new year, Gregorian calendar. There is also the Christmas season, the Christed one, which one can, I'm hearing, accept and embrace the light of without any religious connotation. Okay, I think I will just start shuffling. If you, I invite you to like and subscribe to this series, or to the channel, if you are enjoying the series, and just let everyone know, me, them, that you resonated with the messages and would like to hear more. So I'm going to start with just shuffling a deck as I am guided to. So I was pre-shuffling and a card already jumped out, authenticity. And it's also card number 1 in the deck that I shuffled here. There is a time now when the masks that we wear with each other need to be deconstructed and removed. There may be several layers. Many people have several layers of masks, and these masks are deeply connected to the ego that they have built throughout their lifetime. This is not an insult or a shortcoming. It's simply what happens in the density on Earth. And being in close contact with others' souls that have gone through the veil of amnesia. It is a time to peel away the layers, the ideas of yourselves. The picture of yourself that you have constructed. Beneath all of those layers is a single divine focus. A divine vibration that is authentically you. Much of the strife that occurs in your relationships is the effect of which layer of mask you are operating from. Some people have high-rise building equivalent layers of mask, and to get down, well, shall you go down to the basement or up to the roof? Where is the authenticity? We would say at both extremes, and all in the middle. That is perhaps beyond or more complex than we need to be at this time. Observe yourself and be honest with yourself first and foremost. It is near impossible to be honest with others if you cannot be honest with yourself. Honest with yourself is the root of honesty with others. For you must know your true feelings in order to communicate them. And we must communicate those feelings with courage. Knowing that, yes, perhaps there will be a conflict. There will be emotions dredged up, shaken. But in that there has to be the trust that this conversation or this conflict needs to happen in order to get to a healthier space, to commune with each other more easily and commune with each other on a higher vibration. Okay, I'm shuffling another deck here. So this being my first episode, it's quite interesting to, kind of be in channel one moment and then not be. So it's interesting for me as well. So the card we have here is number 36, Third Eye Vision, Reclaim Your Mind. So we'll see if there's something to be said about that. Okay, I'm going to start. the constructs of our mind, they have roots in what people have told us about ourselves. Whether that has to do with gender identity, masculinity, femininity, often in this life, physical properties and intellectual capabilities are what people judge us on, or categorize us by. Yes, emotional characteristics as well. And people also can hold a vision of you that strangles your ability to envision something different for yourself. In that, it is necessary to understand which thoughts about yourself are not coming from your soul. The mind is a very powerful instrument. It's basically the computer that your soul is sitting at. I'm sorry, I don't know. That is the analogy that was given. So your soul sits at the computer, but also your ego sits at the computer, or the computer has a mind of its own as well. And there's a difference between your authentic self, your higher self, utilizing your mind, which is the device that is essentially modulating your vibration to create the life that you're creating, and that you use to co-create. And that is motivating your actions. So it's necessary to understand who or what is controlling your thoughts. It's fine if your thoughts continue to, go back and forth. Sometimes it's your higher self, sometimes it's not. Perfectly fine. The awareness of that phenomenon is where the progress and the mastery begins. It's also necessary to understand that humanity has already gone through many phases of change. Change is a very natural, it's the most natural and common foundational phenomenon of life on your planet. Yet, you have somehow been convinced that change is bad, or all the change that is possible has already occurred. However, if you look at even your humans who are 70, 80, 90 years old, imagine how much change they have seen in the last 7 or 8 decades on your planet. From wars, world wars, to cold wars, to landline telephones, to mobile telephones, to no internet, to mailing letters, to email. So progress and change is a natural phenomenon that once you harness, as opposed to fight or reject or fear, you can become part of the creation, the co-creation. And for you to be a good member of the team, a contributor, it's necessary for you to master your mind and to admit to yourself in the present moment that there is more that you can do, and that there is more that you can grow, regardless of how far down your spiritual path you feel you are, or no matter how little you may believe in the power and the existence of subtle energies, or even us galactic beings. But we would assume that if you are here, that there is some part of you that believes. There is little that is more dangerous than arrogance and believing that you know all that there is to know. So we encourage you to simply affirm to yourself and to the universe, there is much that I know, and there is much that I don't know, and I am ready to fully embrace all that I know in this lifetime, this dimension, and all other lifetimes and dimensions. And I am ready to open myself to receive more knowledge from this lifetime and this dimension and all other lifetimes and dimensions and experiences. Within the collective consciousness. I'm going to shuffle another card or another deck here. You have energy and balance. Something to say about energy balance. There's as much to be learned from the higher realms. Call them higher, although higher does not mean better, as there is from the lower realms, though lower does not mean worse. You have many energy centers that vibrate at different frequencies, that which you call the chakras. The root chakra is what we would like to discuss, bring to your attention at this time. Your channel, they who we speak through, has done videos grounding into Gaia. And this came from an impulse, an inner knowing, to spark your inner knowing that the earth, who you call Gaia, is energizing effectively sustaining your life. And so having a disconnection from your very planet is a disconnection from that which sustains your life. We can speak of the root chakra and the earth star chakra, that which is 12 inches or so, 30 centimeters beneath your feet. If you were to connect to your planet more consciously, in awareness that your planet is a conscious being, and provides you on many levels all that you need to survive and thrive. Scents, sounds, sensations, medicines, animals with spiritual guidance, who emit frequencies, who come with wisdom and lessons, who gift you unconditional love, birds who sing notes that call out to your soul, to awaken you and soothe you. If you were to embrace the gifts of your planet, you would shift your experience of yourself. You would experience a journey to your authenticity. You would experience a oneness with your environment as your body is your environment. And your body belongs to this plane. Or we should say that plane, because we're not there. So, the plane that you're in, the earthly plane. And we'll pull a final card. Let it be known that your expansion is an inner journey, and a journey that anchors you fully onto the earth plane. We want you to understand that expansion is not escape from your planet, escape from humanity. It is not out there. It is recognizing and opening. It is it's a journey back to yourself, and it's a journey of clearing the clouds of ignorance to what is already all around you. Your explorations need not be to other planets. They are better into your forests and into your heart. The last card that has come up here is Limitless. It's card number 20. And I'm going to post all of, it's probably going to put it in the video so you can see all the cards that came out. Because this card, Limitless, the image on it, it really solidifies for me the messages from this conversation. So I would like you to be able to look at it. So summary from the image on this card and from our Lyran friends, family. The bottom of this card is the figure is wearing a cape that is red like the root chakra, which came up, and the crown is also very open. So the openness of grounding. Needing to be not needing to be. Yes, needing. Okay. Being fully rooted. I think we take for granted what the word grounding really means and what grounding really feels like. And obviously, me being a person who is very open in the higher chakras, hence the ease of channeling as well, and receiving messages. Grounding for me is something that if I don't consciously make an effort to grow my roots into the earth and be in nature and feel its vibration, I can easily feel like I'm flying, that I don't quite belong here. And easily miss all of the energetic support that the earth gives. Part of the journey of expansion, the limitlessness requires you to be rooted in something, is what they are saying to me as we close this conversation. Each of the galactic families are grounded in something, and we as humans on the planet Earth also are called to ground ourselves in our physical experience rather than find ways to control it or escape it. Being fully present in the present is what is the foundation of knowing how to use your mind to create or how to manifest a better life, a better world. And also that manifestation has to come from a place of good intention, which requires us to remove, deconstruct the masks that we put on for others and that we put on for ourselves. So thank you for joining me for the first episode of Ascension Messages. I hope that you found it interesting. I know I did. And I will see you, hear you, speak to you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed.